and welcome back to the channel. Just a quick update on Malachi. There has been no real change in her overnight. Today she's going to get a water change and her second round of Canaplex. So I'm hoping that after this one I'll start noticing a difference, but she still isn't eating, and I have seen no waste products or any reduction in swelling. So fingers crossed. That's pretty much all I can do right now, but we'll see. So on to today's video. I've had this idea for a while and I just never did it, but this vlog is about my worst fish keeping mistake, and it actually has nothing to do with goldfish. It has to do with Tetras and my freshwater community tank. So a couple years ago, I got the tank behind me on Black Friday. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you will remember that there used to be a 30-gallon old brown cabinet tank that sat there, and that was the one that kind of got me back into the hobby after Johnny passed away. So I decided that when I got that aquarium that I was going to move the freshwater community into this. That was before I even thought about having goldfish again. Now, my parents bought me that aquarium for Christmas. It is actually the only thing they have ever bought for me in my fish keeping career. But that's cool. They only wanted one aquarium and they ended up with 7, so that's fine. That aquarium used to have blue and black rock, and I hated it. I don't know what possessed me to do that. Yeah, it was bad. It was just really bad. But there was a community of Tetras living in that tank, and there was probably, I don't know, 30 or so living in there. You know, I got really tired of the blue and the black rock, and it was kind of driving me insane. And at the time, that tank was in the living room, and everybody saw it, and I just really hated it. So I decided that I didn't like it and I wasn't going to deal with it, so I was taking it out. And that's exactly what I did. Now, I am a goldfish keeper first and foremost, and at the time I really did not know a lot about Tetras. Now, so what I did is I treated it like goldfish. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna take the water down just enough so that I can reach in and scoop out all the gravel, and then I will change it to white. That was really stupid, and I don't know what I was thinking, but I did that. But as I was scooping all this gravel out, I was stirring up all that anaerobic bacteria that gets trapped in there. And the fish started acting different, and they were breathing kind of heavy, and I thought, man, I probably should quit. So I got most of the gravel out, and I left some, and I just mixed it with the white, and that's why this aquarium still has some blue rock in it, and I still hate it. The next morning I woke up and found that like 90% of the fish had died, and I was left with like 6 or 7 that were still living. And it's just one of those things, like, I knew better and I shouldn't have done it, but I did it anyway. And so then what happened was, within the next month I decided that I really wasn't interested in the Tetras. They were just kind of given to me, and the ones that actually died weren't the ones that were given to me. They were the ones that I had purchased myself to add to the schooling effect. So I ended up moving them back to their old home, and I ended up getting my first goldfish, which was Josephine, who is swimming around right there. So that's how the goldfish came back into play. But you know, now obviously the Tetras are not in the 30-gallon original tank they were in, because I actually got rid of that tank. It was old and I was getting nervous with it, and they are now in my lower 40-gallon breeder, and they're doing very, very well. If that didn't kill them, I don't know what will. It was pretty bad, and I was it was very ignorant. That was my worst fish keeping mistake that I have ever done. I killed a lot of fish on complete accident, but I just wasn't thinking about that at the time. Like, if I want to, I was also, when I took the water down, I also cleaned the tank, like, pretty heavily. And I do that all the time with the goldfish. Like, it's not a big deal. When I do their water change, I move ornaments around and vacuum, under them. And it's never been a problem. But I never thought of that with Tetras. So, yeah, that was pretty stupid. And, the more that I talk about it, the more I think maybe I shouldn't even post this video. But the whole reason I'm posting it is because, in fish keeping, you learn stuff every day, and I didn't know that much about Tetras, and I should have known better. They are not as hardy as my goldfish, and they can't handle things like that, and I shouldn't have done it. I should have at least taken them out of the tank. I was pretty young and stupid still, and now I would never do that. I would definitely take them out if I was going to change the substrate or do something like that, but I didn't, and that is my worst fish keeping mistake. I don't, off the top of my head, I don't even remember another one that I did that was terrible. I mean, we all mess up. It's not uncommon. If the top fish keepers in the world were to tell you that they've never messed up, that is a big old lie, because we're human, and that's what we do, and we learn from it, and I learned from it. I mean, I'm not ever going to do that again. Even with the goldfish, I would definitely take them out and put them in the tub until I got done doing whatever I was doing. But yeah, that was my stupidity in my younger days that shouldn't have happened, but did, and I still feel bad for the poor little Tetras, but they moved up in the world, and they're doing really, really good. So hoping that with telling my story that y'all will come forward and tell me yours, because I want to hear them. I mean, I'm not going to judge you about it. It happens. Things happen, and that's just the way that it is. But please do share with me. I want to know. So I will get back to Malachi. I'm getting ready to do her water change and add more Kinoplex, and I'm hoping that there's some change, that she starts eating or she releases those eggs. She's still swollen, like I said, and I check the spawning mop like 20 times a day, and there's still nothing on it. And I just hope that she gets better, because I'm getting really antsy right now. I'm getting very, very anxious, and there's not a lot that I can do. I've done everything that I can, and she's just not having it. So I'm just hoping that the Canaplex is, the second round, the first round might not have been enough, and hoping that this second round is just going to kick whatever is the problem, whatever is causing her the problem. And I'll give y'all another update on her on Instagram and so on if I don't get back on here. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm just kind of watching her and hoping that something changes. Should have another video up tomorrow, and hopefully every day this week, if I can. If you have any requests as far as topics of videos, you can always leave them down below, or comment on my Instagram photos or message me, however you want to do it, and I'll see if I can cover that for you. That's all I have for today, and I'll see y'all next time.